I have felt for a while that one of the big challenges that we're facing in this next season, I don't have the best language for it yet. I'm going to get there. I'm going to keep talking till I say it right. Before you're saved, you live in this natural world. You come into this kind of climate, you see people healed, you see testimony. You go from natural to spiritual. But what God's doing now is he's wanting to give us a promotion into a world that is supernaturally natural. What do I mean by that? It's one thing to see a tumor disappear and realize, man, I couldn't have done that. That was God. Blind eyes to open, deaf ears open. You look at it, you go, God, amazing. Here's the problem with the promotion. Israel went from the wilderness where God provided food every day, manna on the ground, water out of a rock, supernatural support. They couldn't have lived but a few days out there without God's presence and his continuous provision. He took them from that to the promised land. Remember, that's the goal of God for his people, to a land where they would work. And they would have abundance provided for them. That's the goal. The goal isn't hand to mouth. The goal is move into a place where everything you touch is productive. It's one thing to sit at your table with no food and say, God, we trust you again for provision. A knock comes on the door, and sure enough, somebody brings the food, and you sit and you eat again because of supernatural supply. And I think that is the coolest thing ever. But where God's taking you is to where you're the one knocking on the door. A verse that really pricks my heart is this passage that says, the horse is prepared for the day of battle, but the victory belongs to the Lord. The horse is prepared. You did everything you're supposed to do to set yourself up for victory. It's yours. But when you win, he gets the credit. That's the challenge, is entering into a natural world where where suddenly you have favor on your life, and there's the opportunity to think it was actually you. I mean, it's not as hard when you see deaf ears open to think it's you. You got to be stupid to think that's you. You just get beat up for a while. You'll finally realize that wasn't me. I'm in complete agreement. That wasn't me. But if you work hard and God blesses it, does that make sense to you? It's easy to think that was me. That's the biggest challenge. And I feel like that what we're entering into is that. All right, here's the verse. Turn your plowshares into swords. Beat your plowshares into swords, your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I'm strong. Here's the point. The Lord is about to take your gift as a teacher, your gift as a gardener, your gift as a politician, a lawyer, an accountant. Whatever it is that you do, that's the plow. And by the grace of God, that is going to become a sword. The very thing that is your work, your point of labor, is going to have a supernatural effect. It's going to have a cutting effect on the world around you. Not negatively, not destructive, but cutting in a sense, piercing as the Lord demonstrates himself upon you. And the incredible part of this verse is it says, let the weak say I'm strong. That decree is not just to make you feel good. The decree changes who you are. The decree changes your circumstances. You confessing, declaring in the midst of weakness, I am strong. Let the weak say, I am strong. That changes your condition. It's not mind over matter. It's a decree that heaven is waiting to be made so that heaven can back it and enforce it. Say it with me. Let the weak say, I am strong. Let the weak say, I am strong. That's the word right there.